Yeah. They, shit. What up? 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 What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, Lord.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Get my life together for a second. Oh,
Hmm. Damn, man.
What?
You got all static in your microphone. Sound like you crumpling up paper.
Can you still hear anything?
I hear a whole lot of stuff going on.
That's weird because I ain't doing nothing. Ain't no fan on or nothing.
I hear you clear right now.
Do you hear any static?
Not now. Because
Okay.
you're not moving.
Probably. What about now?
You're cool, just don't move. Because it seems like when you move, I don't know if you got your headset on, but when you move,
No headset on.
something's brushing up against your shirt.
No headset on at all.
Okay. All right. So, finishing the conversation that we was just having. So, homeboy 35.
Yep.
And what exactly is his problem?
He's upset because he down there in Gary, Indiana. And it's just a situation where he's trying to find a job, but he can't find one because he's a felon now.
Okay.
And because of that, he ain't got no money. So these women that he's dated throughout his life, except for me, kind of give him money, help fund whatever he needs, stuff like that. So he shoots me a message this morning. He's like, "Oh, well, can you send me some money? Any little bit can help." And I didn't respond to the message right away because I didn't get up till almost 2 o'clock. So when I did talk to him, the conversation was kind of distant. And typically when he does that, he's mad because he's a very emotional person. So he feels like if you don't respond to him right away, that you're trying to avoid him. Not that you have your own life, because he's one of those people where he may try to say this is not how he acts, but his or how he thinks, but his actions gives the impression that the world has to stop when he calls you or texts you. And you have to do what he wants you to do. And I don't even understand where he got that from, because even when we dated, I was not that person. I didn't give him money. I didn't give him nothing. I gave him absolutely nothing. He's the one person that I didn't give him no money. I wasn't supporting no habits. I didn't do any of that. But he still is like, he get with these other women, and as soon as he raises his voice or he gets an attitude or start acting emotional and trying to like ignore people, he'll spin the problem around like it's your fault when he's wrong and they fall for it. So he tries to treat everybody else like that. And I still don't give him nothing. You got to work for everything. So even now, I think now he has an attitude because I won't give him no money, and I'm not going to. So there's that.
Swig of water for Becky, because she just said a mouthful.
Man.
What kind of water you drinking on, sister?
Well, I had this other water called Life Water yesterday that was really, really good. But today we just got the regular
regular water.
Regular old Nestle or Nestle Pure Life, as they claim.
You amaze me.
Why? What?
Because you attract busters as your friends and some of the people that you have dated. And then you have people like me who's like, hold up, that is completely off basis as an individual and as a man. I just don't understand it.
Me either. But it is weird because
All these it
these
ain't my fault, Master P ass niggas out here. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It oh well, I had to go over there and get them pampers for my baby mama. Oh, okay, so you wasn't sleeping with your baby mama? Well, maybe once, but it wasn't my fault. Hmm.
and it's so weird because I'm always calling people out on their shit. Like even when it comes to him, I always call him out on, and I don't give him nothing. And I don't understand how. Maybe I need to like reevaluate who I am because I attract these people and it never works. Like I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
It never works. Like you on the phone be like, oh man, well I could use some money. I'm okay. And I'll talk to you for 2 weeks. And by the time 2 weeks up, you can figure that problem out. Like it never works. So I don't understand it. I have to reevaluate my life, see what's going on with that.
I think so because when you get to a situation where individuals are absolutely historically and currently not doing what they're supposed to be doing in said relationship, but yet gets mad when it's like, okay, look here, player. You already know what I'm about. I'm not complacent. I don't sit still.
Not at all.
So it's like, hey, you better get your act together. Otherwise, I'm going to take this show on the road. And you get mad when you ain't stepping up to the plate. How does that work? I just want to know. Then you want to complain all the time about something that your friend is not doing for you, even though whenever said friend wants to have a conversation with the other friend, strangely, you have nothing to talk about.
Hmm.
How is it that you can't pick your friend up on time for work? I used to pick Becky up for work, and I was rarely late. Rarely. Because I value Rebecca's friendship. If Rebecca says that she getting off at Convergys at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna try to be there by 6 o'clock. Well, I think you used to get off at 3,
Mm-hmm.
like 7 to 3:30 or something like that. I just don't get it, man.
I don't get it either. And then when homeboy used to pick me up from work, and you mad at me because you think I'm mad about you being late. You get in the car going off. I know, I know, I know, I know. I already know. I ain't said a word.
Mm.
Never said a word. Not even on the first instance. When it happened, never said a word.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be the oddest thing. Then, but you mad because you're not just 15. You didn't just make the person 15 minutes late for work.
No.
You made this person miss half their work shift. Doing absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
You weren't the only one because my brother went through that same thing.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they was working for Service Master. I think I got Percy a job working at Service Master.
I remember that.
And my brother got on as a general cleaner in the evenings. They was working at I don't know, a post office or something. They was doing something like little big warehouse type building, industrial.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have to take this nigga to work or pick this nigga up from work because this nigga Percy overslept, didn't come into work, and didn't pick him up. Won't pick up the phone, won't answer.
Nope.
Like, you never know when dude's gonna go to work. It's like you work at the same place. I can carpool with you and give you gas money, and I don't have to catch the bus. Which at that time, I don't even think the bus was running out there good.
Not at that time.
Maybe a couple of buses a day, but I don't think that the buses were running like they were.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the city, because the county buses used to be really trash. They didn't kind of now they're a little better, but still, it ain't like the city where you could just get off a bus stop and you like 2 blocks from the crib. County, you gotta, unless you live on a main drag where there's a bus line, nigga, you got to walk from way down yonder,
Man,
uphill both ways to get to the main street.
and that's how your mom's house was. If I'm mistaken, it used to be like that.
Yes.
Ooh, that was a hell of a walk.
We used to do it all the time, though. We used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
We used to go up to that Shop and Save and that McDonald's up there. Like, the Shop and Save was 24 hours. And the McDonald's was 24 hours, at least the drive through anyway. So we used to mob up there. True. But now that Shop and Save is going away. It's going by what? Schnucks bought them.
Really?
Yes. Schnucks bought up a whole bunch of Shop and Saves, like at least about 6 or 7. So, a lot of the Shop and Save getting rid of, eliminating the competition. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got one situation where homeboy just can't be on time for nothing.
At all.
Which is the reason why I came into play. You see, I wasn't supposed to be in play at all if homeboy had done what he was supposed to do. It was not my job or my responsibility to pick up Rebecca. That was her man's job. But because this nigga refused to do what he was supposed to do as her man, who said that I'm going to pick you up and drop you off for work, then you get mad at me. I pick up the slack where you left off at. But I'm wrong. Everything's my fault, even though you was the one who dropped the ball. And fast forward a couple of years down the line, lo and behold, same person, different form. Only difference is this nigga here won't do it at all unless it's under his ideal peak circumstances. Has to be on his time, his schedule, his days. Oh, I pick you up then. Can't borrow the car. Nope. Can't borrow the car. Nope. That's off limits. The car is off limits. I need the car. You're like, yeah, but you off today. Like I said, I need the car. Okay, but you're not going anywhere. Like I said, I need the car. That don't matter. But if I do have to go, the fuck? That sounds like some OJ shit, don't it? Where you going? Well, I haven't really thought about that. I might go somewhere. Okay, might and going somewhere right now are two
totally different things.
If I had done it, killed that white girl, I would have did it.
On the OJ Simpson side of the game.
For real? Is that what we're doing? But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. But I'm the problem.
This year has been the year where it just seems like you just pissing off everybody.
Man.
It started with Gooch the Great.
I was going to say, I need to holler at Lonely Love, bro, because I seen that thumbnail of her on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Ooh, that wig was terrible, and that's why what's the name? Art Kathy. That's why Art Kathy was going in on no, because goddamn it, that wig is horrible.
I
Like,
saw the whole interview. The
bitch,
interview was a mess.
they don't like you. Just a side note, don't like Lonnie Love. You think
Yep.
all the money they make off of that little pussy ass show, give you a better wig? And you allow that because you the fat, ugly,
Mm-mm.
middle-aged woman who needs a job.
You know what's interesting? Lonnie Love said when she came on the show, she
Conan.
felt like she had to step her game up. And she said she told the stylist that they gotta dress her just as well as they dress everybody else
Oh
because she
shit.
didn't want to be the one on the show looking a hot mess.
Bullshit.
Now, I saw that interview. That interview was a mess. They was just basically the whole interview was about Tamar Braxton and how basically Vince played her and she left the show. But I will agree, Lonnie Love's wig pieces. I don't know what they be thinking. I don't know if they be getting those synthetic wigs from the hood on discount.
They
The
could
you
get
know
you a
the
good
ones
human hair.
the ones that the Chinese beauty shops don't really care if somebody come in and steal because you know the
Mm.
hair that they don't want you to steal is either behind the counter or it's locked up somewhere. I think those wigs be the wigs that's be sitting close to the door as soon as you walk in. Those little 10, the little $5, $10, $20 wigs, buy two, buy one, get four free or something like that. Like them wigs, she need to fire her glam squad because they do her so wrong. For her to be that tall and to be a heavy woman, I wish they would have me on TV like that. You not gonna do it. You're not going to. It's yeah. Just no.
Mm.
Just
But the
no.
thing is, Rebecca, she allows that. She likes that. That's her thing. If I just coon a little bit harder,
Mm.
I can keep this paper going. Cause let's just face it, she fat, she ugly.
Ooh, I don't think
You know
she.
what I mean? And she remind me of this woman that come in my store all the time. She remind me of this black lady. It's this black lady. She not overly attractive. She don't really have a nice body. And she come in and she got these eyebrows like what's that shit your mom used to put in her hair, that black magic? What was that? The little black, you know what I'm talking about, Becky. It was like some black magic shoe polish and stuff that
The shoe polish that put it make look like they got more hair than what they got. Yeah, that was just shoe polish.
no, they had some product that them old folks used to use. But anyway, it looked like she take shoe polish and just like her eyebrows go like way down to here.
Ugh.
And then she got this long, like crispy weave, like it's crispy. Like you could tell all up in the scalp area. Like you ain't even gotta look for it. You like if you see her, you could just look from like 20 yards, 20 feet, whatever it is. You look, you be like we
And that weave old, huh?
I'm like, wow. And then like she don't comb it. Don't look like she washed that joint. I'm talking about that wig she got so stiff. It don't even move. It just lay there. It just I swear to God. I swear to
Oh,
God, it don't even move. I'll be
yeah.
yeah. I'll be
That
like,
is probably dirty. It's disgusting.
I'll be like, damn lady, like
That is so
you
disgusting.
can
You don't
at,
even try to
you
watch
can at
it.
least you can at least change your weave out. Like,
And it's too many, it's no reason for women to have crusty weaves. It's too many YouTube videos out here, even with synthetic hair. It's too many videos out here that shows you step by step how to bring your wig back to life. That's just trifling. It's probably all kind of bugs and stuff that she can walk outside stuck in that wig. That's disgusting.
man, I don't know about no wigs.
That wig just sit there just. Man, you ignorant for that.
Man, look, it's like what's her name? Wanda from Frank and Wanda. Her wig was like hella stiff. Like it ain't even look as bad as old girls. I ain't gonna lie, but
ain't had no movement.
Old looking. Then she had that like super lip gloss. I don't know what the fuck she was going for.
I hate when people wear them colors, and you know it don't look right on you.
I thought she was an extra from the Wiz. It's gold, nigga, for real. Almost thought she was one of them flying monkeys.
You ignorant.
Hey, but Katt Williams, bro, he roasted her ass. I know. We've been gone for about a month.
We gone for a while now, y'all.
We have been gone for about a month, and we've had a lot going on in between that time. We'll get to that because there was some hurricanes and some other stuff going on. But when Katt Williams roasted old gal,
he didn't even try hard. That's the bad part. He was like, no. Like when I tell you that boy,
run one of your gnarled fingers through here.
yo, he didn't even try hard to roast her. It's all.
That nigga say goof, ball.
Man.
His vocal inflections was killing me. Here's the second thing they like. What I do with corn. And they say, then what I do is I sprinkle in some Zatarans. They ain't ready for that shit. I was like, no.
Yo, he roasted her so bad. I mean, and I promise you, he didn't even try hard.
She deserved
it. Try hard.
She deserved it.
Yes, she did. Because did you see Red's interview? He was like, she was on some other stuff. She was disrespectful.
Yes. She wanted Katt in the room. She was super excited. Oh, yeah, Katt, you gotta come in. And Katt's like, nah, this is Red's moment. I'm cool outside. Whoop. Like,
no. You need to get on in here.
Right. Come on in. Basically, we got to get you on the radio. Okay, then she started poking little jabs at him.
She did it on purpose because she know that you only gonna poke Katt so much. She knew what she was doing.
Oh God, she did. But then the thing about it is, when you get that work, I'm talking about like roast. Katt Williams 2-3 minute roast was better than damn near all, if not all, Comedy Central roast combined.
Yeah, baby.
Like he killed her. And he killed her with the truth, like, oh, well, you didn't cook as much as you did in early years.
In the beginning.
I cook now, and I cook then, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. He got it right there.
What your kids like that you cook? I make a really good broccoli. They love my broccoli.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Not at all. They really like my broccoli.
Walked all the way into that.
Like, nigga, what do you cook broccoli? Add water?
That's why everybody started laughing. It's like, as soon as she said it, they looked at Katt Williams and his face was like, and they just busted. They knew he was about to go in. They knew it. And then anybody can cook broccoli. Add the broccoli to the boiling water. What the hell?
I mean, shit. I cooked broccoli earlier, and all I did was add some water and a little bit of butter, and that's it.
And then she tried to clown him like, well, what you cook? And he broke down his whole recipe for his lasagna. And
Right.
on top of the fact, he had to specify because he got a kid that's vegan, a kid that don't like nothing but meat, and a kid that don't like cheese. And on top of how he got to cook all of this for 6 people and how to be able to stretch a meal to feed everybody. And she was sitting there looking stupid.
You hear me? Stupid them move.
That spiraled that whole Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish going on Breakfast Club interview.
So, do you think Katt Williams has a point about Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart, or is he just hating?
I don't think he hating at all. I think he's telling the truth from his perspective. I do think that he has a point. I have said this. I'm not saying that Tiffany Haddish wouldn't never be great, but all I'm saying is yes, she did Girls Trip. But the reason why she bagging what she bagging now is because of the fact that she got Kevin Hart in her corner vouching for her. Period. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying she got a point. Tiffany Haddish ain't everybody cup of tea. I don't even like when folks do all that ignorant. You coming around, she had it. Yeah, you know, all right, get your bag. Yes, it's white people do it, they get paid for it. Why can't a black person do it? I get when people say things from that perspective. I just don't care for it. I feel like he got a point. She's not, when you think of Tiffany Haddish, it's just like Gary Owens said. When you think of Tiffany Haddish, you don't think of a stand-up. You think of Girls Trip. You think of Groupon commercials. You don't think of nothing else. Probably what she did on SNL, but the first thing you think of is Girls Trip. You don't think of a stand-up because she's not funny as far as a stand-up comedian is concerned.
She's ghetto.
I feel like, you know, he was right. And I feel like the world that we live in, God forbid you express your opinion about how you feel about somebody. Because he did that, and Kevin Hart got mad, like, oh, well, he's just being, you was on drugs and you missed meetings. He legit was being
that was that bullshit right there.
Like, did you really have to do all of that? Even if that is true, did you have to do that though? Like, he didn't even do Tiffany Haddish like that. Like, at all. He didn't do her like that, like, oh, telling her personal business in that sense. Everything that Katt Williams said something about, it was stuff that people already knew about because either they seen it for themselves or she wrote it in her book or a combination of the two. Like, Kevin Hart took that level of pettiness to a whole other level. And I really wish that he would have left that alone. Because you taught people something about you that he probably don't even realize. And even those executives, like, nigga, if push come to shove, you would tell all our business. You run your mouth more than people think you do. Like, it just wasn't in good taste to me. So
you have a point. Now, what do you say about Tiffany Haddish on the Emmys talking about how she don't know nothing about no diversity training and she didn't go to college for that and she didn't go to college at all. As far as talking about representation of minorities, aka niggas, in Hollywood award shows. What do you think?
I thought that was the most cooningest thing I've seen in a while. Like, did you have to really go, oh Lord, don't tell me about that?
Lord Jesus, no.
I don't know nothing about that, sir. I's not going to no kind of college or university. Is that what you call it, sir? Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, that kind of pissed me off. That's what I think. I think she was being a coon.
I think that she is not that talented. Again, you have another Sherry Crews situation. When people are not that talented, but they're chosen by those gatekeepers that Mike Epps was referring to.
I love that interview.
Then this is what you get. You get somebody who's not extremely talented, and all of a sudden they're flourishing. Now, I'm not saying that Tiffany Haddish did not go through her struggles and maybe deserves a little piece of the pie. I mean, if you work hard enough for long enough, I think you deserve some piece of the pie. Mm-hmm. Is she able to be marketed outside of the ghetto girl from the United States whose father is Eritrean? Mm. Like, you get on SNL, like, okay, we was rocking with that. Oh, God, this dress cost too much. I don't, whoa, this is my second, third time wearing that dress. Okay, folk can kind of relate to that. Very few of us can actually wear an outfit once, especially when it costs that much. Mm-hmm. In Hollywood, that's what people do. They might wear it once. Okay, I get that. But outside of that, who are you? What are your credentials? What have you done to be put in this place? And you call yourself a comedian, but you're really not that funny. Like, to be honest, where's your stand up? You're a comedian. Where's your stand up? Where are your Instagram videos? Hell, even Just Hilarious, who for me is like hit and miss, she's got a strong Instagram following.
And Facebook.
And Facebook, where she do her little jokes. And okay, all right. But, like, okay, she got a couple of commercials and stuff, but who is Tiffiny Haddish? To me, Tiffiny Haddish is, I want to be not necessarily politically correct, but I kind of want to be nice about it. Like, she's cool, she's good, but she's not great. Yeah. And because she's not great, she knows that her and Kevin Hart are pretty similar as talent wise. Kevin Hart is a good businessman. I'd say he's a great businessman. Is he all of that talented? No, he really ain't. Let's face it. Kevin Hart do the same role in every movie. Eddie Murphy didn't do the same role in every movie. He did various roles. Richard Pryor did various roles in different movies. Red Fox had various roles on TV and movies. Kevin Hart has one thing. The little homeboy who basically like a little chihuahua dog. He got a big mouth. He's kind of the comedy relief. That's who he is. That's what he sticks to. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. But when you are only talented like that and you know how you got there, well, then you're gonna do stuff like, "Ooh, Lord, eyes don't knows nothing uh about these on these award shows. I don't know nothing about these. I ain't never been to college, boss, and I certainly didn't go to college for that. Ooh, Lord Jesus, come on now, for real, for real. There was 1,000 better answers. You could have said no comment.
Yep.
You could have said no comment.
I agree.
You could respectfully say, I am not educated enough to speak on this issue. Let me confer with somebody who knows more about this than I.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay, there's a way that you could cop out and not seem like a sucker. But, oh Lord, I ain't go to college for that. And matter of fact, I ain't go to college at all. Lord Jesus, I got my GED. And then Kevin has this. Kevin knows he ain't that talented. That's why he feels so threatened by comics like Katt Williams and Mike Epps. Because when you got on, no disrespect to Kevin Hart, but when he got on, he forgot about everybody. aside from his immediate crew, like all of the people who I'm sure he was getting advice from, soaking up game from, knowledge. Mike Epps, like Mike Epps was saying, like Kevin used to be at my house all the time when he was broke, all the time. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, he was at my house before I was at my house. Be at the table eating. But as soon as homeboy got on, what'd he do? You ain't heard from a nigga. And it ain't hating. It's just the principle of a matter. Like, bruh, when you got on, you changed. Now that you got your little position,
Mm-hmm.
house, you got your little position in Master's house, you could be like, I want him, I'll take her, not you. Not you. I don't like you. I'll
Right.
take you, uh, not you. And Mike Epstein, like, yeah, okay, I'm a gatekeeper. Sure, I'm a gatekeeper. But I let people in the gate. If I see people working, hustling, doing their thing, he like, yeah, I'm gonna let them in. He like, well, I really ain't supposed to let you in, but shit, go around the side door type of deal. I mean, I don't really think it's hate. I don't really think anybody hating on Kevin Hart, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think he was caving a little bit too hard for Tiffany Haddish. But I guess if you know Tiffany's reputation kind of fails, then that means that Kevin Hart's bag is going to shrink, which means his white master's going to get mad at him because he didn't bring in enough revenue.
Mm.
So on that note, I think that I mean that's pretty much what it is.
Mm.
Okay. So let me see. You know, have you had a chance to listen to any new music, Rebecca?
Have I had a chance to do what?
Listen to any new music, little hip hop, any
Um, I've listened to the new half of the new Lupe Fiasco album, and I couldn't make it through three songs of the Carter Four. I mean the Carter Five.
no, not the Carter Five.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't worth the hype,
Hmm.
in my opinion. It wasn't.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I've heard Lupe's album, fucks with it heavy, so heavy. Like Lupe's album, to me, is the best album of the year.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's coming from a strong lineup. Like, you know, Crit had a good album this year. J Rock had a very good album this year.
Mhm.
Nipsey Hussle had a good album this year. Like it's a lot of cats putting in that work this year who had good albums. I mean, Kevin Gates came out with an album. I'm not the biggest Kevin Gates fan. He had a couple of bangers, but Ti, Ti, Dime Trap was hard.
I haven't heard that one yet, but I heard it was good.
Dime Trap is hard. You know what my thing is, I listened to the Carter Five. I listened to about 10 tracks.
Mhm.
All I can make it through. I'm not a hater of Lil Wayne. I have the Carter 3, the Carter 2, regular and chopped and screwed. I got the Carter 1. Chopped up, slopped up. I like Wayne. But after the Carter 3, I have the Carter 4 too. But after Carter 3, like I think Wayne kind of fell off as far as his message is concerned. And my thing is, as I get older, I want to hear less of the singy songwriter Migos type. Like, okay, I listen to a little bit of Migos for 5-10 minutes, but after that, I don't want to hear no more Migos.
Right.
I want to listen to something that has longevity, something that has playability, something that's got a message. What are you saying on your album? That's my biggest thing. Like I wanna I seems the older I've always been like a hip hop purist, but
Mhm.
it seems the older I get, I'm simply becoming a hip hop snob. Like a
Mm.
hip hop snob because I don't want to hear that bullshit that Lil Wayne was talking about. He had a couple of songs like okay, if you don't really listen to the words, it'd be like okay, you know. But those were songs where he was featuring somebody else, like Mona Lisa with Kendrick and Don't
Mhm.
Cry with XXX Tentacion, whatever the fuck his name is. Lupe, his concepts are just on another level.
True.
Dude took a whole album. Like this is Lupe reminds me of Zaraki Kimpachi. Lupe reminds me of Zaraki Kimpachi, and I'll tell you why. From Bleach. Uh Homeboy, you know, for those of us who are like super Lupe fans, you know, he had a situation with Atlantic. He was signed to Atlantic from Food and Liquor One all the way up until like uh Tetsuo Youth. And he finally, Atlantic would not let Lupe release the music that he wanted to release. That's why Lasers gets such poor reviews because that was Atlantic's way of trying to force Lupe into this little box. And you can't do that with Lupe. So I say that to say, like, you know, Zaraki, he got that eye patch and it sucks out it literally eats his spiritual energy. And then when he takes his eye patch off, like he's a complete beast. Well, Drogus Wave is what Lupe can do when he has no masters. Like when Lupe is the master of his own fate, Drogus Wave is what you get. It's like 26 tracks of hot fire. He got skits. He got like it's built off of like one sort of concept. You
Mhm.
know, it's like some slavery stuff, and then the slaves revolted from the ship, and then they became immortal, lived under the sea, and it was this whole thing. Dude made a song about this little. I think it was. I'm not sure exactly what he was. He was a Middle Eastern kid who I believe him and his family floated over to Canada trying to seek asylum. And Canada turned little boy away, and him and his family died at sea. So Lupe reimagined his life to where he's like an Olympic swimmer, and he's breaking all these records and all this, that, and the third. And there was another girl, her name was Janila. She was killed in Chicago by a straight bullet. Right, reimagine her life to where like she graduated in high school at like 15, 16. She's graduating college by 19 and going to doctor school, and then she gets this whole like job offer from this huge hospital, but she's like, nah, that's cool. I'm finna go back in Chicago and I'm finna open up a clinic for my people. Reimagine her whole life because she got gunned down early. That's hard.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
cold to straight reimagine somebody's entire life. Like, no, they died, but if they had lived, this is the way Lupe Fiasco thinks that this could have gone.
Mm.
The nigga first song, he rapped the entire song in Spanish. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? I don't.
Apparently Lupe, because ain't nobody else did it.
I know Kevin Hart speak a little, not Kevin Hart, Kevin Gates. He speak a little Spanish from time to time, but he ain't never actually rapped the whole song in Spanish. Yeah, Ti, you know, of course, Ti is on that black consciousness tip, so he always coming at it from that angle. Plus, you know, brother T.I., he opened up about his life and his struggles and his relationships with his wife and, you know, over time and this, that, and the third. So look for some niggas to say something like slick with some flavor. Hear your story. What is your story? That's why I fuck with J Rock's Redemption. The man's stories and what he's talking about.
It ain't the same old just BS about cars, money, and women.
Right. And if you figure like T.I., Lupe, and J Rock are three completely different rappers.
Yeah. Yeah.
J Rock from Watts, California, T.I. from Atlanta, Lupe from Chicago. Three completely different niggas.
Yeah.
But what they're talking about is so hard. Like J Rock, who I'm going to see on November 5th in Kansas, Lawrence. I'm going to be there with the VIP tickets. I'm going to meet that man. Got for everybody. Especially when it's an out of town trip. Oh man, you got to be hard for me to fuck with you. VIP tickets and out of town trip. I'll just say that. But dude got a line. He say, sometimes the nigga feel like everybody ain't real like Johnny McKenzie. He said, if I could pretend, see, I wouldn't something. He said he basically goes on and says some other stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's hard. That was a song he had with J. Cole. Then he had another song where it was Money Trees Deuce on the 90059 album, which he says, damn, what did you say? He says, imagine rock up in that field where options ain't so audible. He said, he falling, the effects is like some dominoes. I was like, bro, that's cold. That's cold. So he basically is not glorifying what he did or who he was during that time. It's just like, hey, imagine me in the projects where options aren't so audible. Okay, you know, in football, you call audible when you see the opposing team getting ready to make a big play. You want to switch it up so you can throw them off. So he's saying, like, imagine me in the projects where I don't have no options. Problem steady falling, the effects is like some dominoes. You know how you do dominoes. You knock over one, 2, 3, 4, and so on, as many as you got lined up. All the dominoes fall. That's cold.
Yeah.
What you think about that, Rebecca?
I think he is a completely. I think between him and Lupe Fiasco, they are. I believe that J Rock between J Rock and Lupe Fiasco, they are completely unmatched. Completely unmatched. Some of the dopest lyricism I've heard in a long time. I just started listening to Big Crit, and Big Crit's good too.
Yes. Big
But how they formulate words and thoughts. It's completely 100% different.
Not 7 tracks, Kanye. Not the Kanye 7-track method. Lupe, double album.
Yeah.
Crit, double album. Not 7 fucking songs. That's a mixtape, not an album. Rebecca?
Especially that poopity scoop, whatever the hell that was.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
Kanye West had a song that legit went like poopity scoop. A scoopity doopity. I'm not kidding. And it came out this year within the last few months.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Make America Great Again and cut. All right.
Shout out to McDonald's for the cup. Is that a McDonald's cup?
No, this is a Mardi Gras cup that my uncle gave me. And I just had some Arizona Southern sweet tea in here. Now gone. as you can see on the ground. Moving on, Rebecca. Uh, kind of keeping into the theme with Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. Mm-hmm. Paul Mooney said that comics should essentially get off the dumb shit, come together, and build something because he is the godfather of comedy, and because he says so, y'all should do it. What do you say to that?
Nigga, ain't nobody finna do something just because you Paul Mooney and you said do it. And is he really the godfather of comedy?
Self-proclaimed, I guess. T.I.'s the king of the South. You know, so
I don't think that's enough. I mean, what have you done besides say something like that? Like, to me, his words don't hold weight in regards to that situation. Because I'm not saying that Paul Mooney hasn't opened any doors for other comics, but has he opened doors for any other comics? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't have much of a thought on it. Like, that's almost like your mama saying, you need to buy me this new purse because I said so. You know what I'm saying? Like, that mean, I mean, it just doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, to me, I say that comics are never going to come together. Stop beefing with each other. Comedy is a sport.
Yeah, true.
A freaking sport. Comedy is competitive. They're never going to come together and build something.
I agree. It's one of the most competitive things. I mean, because that's something that you really have to hustle on. I'm not saying anybody can make music, but it's only a few that's actually talented. And it seems like the more talented you are, the less successful you are, especially when it comes to rap.
Of course.
And I kind of look at that the same way with comedy. You know what I mean? Like, comedy is a true grind. Like, you really have to love comedy. Like, you have to love it because it's one of those jobs. It's almost as worse as teaching. You don't really get paid nothing for it unless you get chosen.
That's real. I say that Paul Mooney has built nothing in the 60, probably 70 plus years he's been on this earth. Paul Mooney has yet to build anything for any upcoming comics. No theaters, no like comedy, writing comics, like writing for sitcoms or, writing for other comics, maybe because some people are funny, but they're not stand-up funny. Some people are movie funny. Some people are funny. Some people are sitcom funny. Some people can write funny things for other people. Has Paul Mooney built any sort of infrastructure, college school that would help the young up-and-coming comics with their craft? No. Not him, not Richard, not Eddie, not Red Fox, not Bill Cosby, not none of them. These niggas was out chasing white pussy and doing drugs and sucking dick. You want to sit up here and tell these young comics that they should come together and build something because you say so makes you an absolute asshole. Now, I love Paul Mooney. I have no problem with Paul Mooney except for this. You have no right to tell them what they should be doing when you ain't did shit. Nothing. Paul Mooney ain't done nothing. Yeah, you funny. You wrote for Richard Pryor. You helped make Chappelle's Show what it was. But what have you built that you could pass on, that you could give to somebody else? What have you done that is going to be your legacy? LeBron has a school. What do you have, nigga? Think he's funny, but he has no right to say, this is what you should do because I said so. So it's basically one of those, do as I say, not as I do. That's
That
basically
makes sense.
what it is. Paul Mooney has no right. I fucks with Paul Mooney. You might be a godfather of comedy. I'm not going to say he's the godfather. He's definitely a godfather of comedy. But I mean, outside of that, like, no. Mm-mm. No.
Hmm.
So, Rebecca, I had recently just bought today, actually, before we had got on the computer, I bought this travel bag from Kingdom of Melanin.
I like they stuff.
Yes. I seen it, and matter of fact, this is how crazy it is. This is how crazy it is. Kenneth Boggs from Kenneth Boggs Suits, fine, handcrafted, basically, tailor-made suit, is Zoe Williams' cousin.
Wow.
He just had him on the show the other day, which he has promoted his cousin's company for a while because he had a company and then he shut his company down because his cousin had a company. So whenever he lets his cousin lace him up. Cousin is fly. Oh shit. It's raining outside.
Okay.
Oh, it's raining outside. You know I ain't got no window digging. We'll be right back. Hold that thought. Yeah, nigga ain't got no window. Goddammit. We'll be right back.
All right then. Mm, 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 mm.
And we're back. Woo. Man, I heard that rain. You see the shirt, nigga.
Yeah. Y'all finally got that rain we've been getting for the last 2 weeks.
Nah, we got rain. It was warm Wednesday.
Must be nice.
Thursday, it was cool. Friday, it was cold because it was raining. Whew. So, anyways, like I was saying, Kenneth Boggs had this bag, and I'm gonna show it to you real quick as soon as I can find it. Yeah, homeboy had this bag from Kingdom of Mail, and I was like, oh, that's dope. That's dude cousin Kenneth.
Okay.
And that's the bag that I got. That's a travel bag.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, nigga, come Kansas style, nigga.
You stupid.
Yeah, nigga. We coming to Kansas style, baby.
You stupid.
Hope the motherfuckers look at this African shit. We're gonna lose this bag.
Yeah, they got a website too. They got some nice stuff on their website.
Yes. All handcrafted, everything. I was like, oh yeah, because I would fly down to Kansas because I wanted to drive. And while we're on the subject of my truck, drive down to Kansas and come back, but the old girl is not gonna make it.
Oh,
Every
Betsy,
time
huh?
I turn around, there's something else that got to be done. Now I drive a '92 square body Chevy, excuse me, GMC Sonoma. See,
Mm-hmm.
not a Chevy S10, it's his GMC Sonoma. So the '92 GMC Sonoma, and she's an old girl. She runs good. Transmission's practically brand new. All the hydraulics are new. New alternator. Had all that done when I left the shop. Fast forward, what, 6, 7 months later, I have since, let's go over this now. I have since gotten new front and rear brakes, new rotors on the front, a new spindle on the passenger side, drive shaft got rebuilt, motor mounts got put on the truck, and come to find out, I was hearing some squeaking noise from my rear end. I need a leaf spring. And
Two of them.
I found out that not only do I need one leaf spring in the back, I need two leaf springs in the back. Plus, I need a thermostat, a window for my driver's side, which I have none, my passenger side back window, because I got an extendo cab. That is covered up by duct tape. So if it rains too hard, it's gonna leak inside the back of the truck. But that's cool. But my driver's side ain't got no window. The motor went bad, and then like because the hinge is old and it doesn't have that little gasket or little grommet right there to hold the door level. I have to slam it real hard in order to get it to actually like seal. Otherwise, like when it rains, it'll be like a little gap right there, and it'll straight rain inside the truck. So I got that, and I have to do that. So I have two windows I have to replace, front end alignment, two front tires, and depending if it snows, I might get dedicated winter tires. Something to keep in mind. My heat doesn't work, so I need a thermostat. And while they're gonna take off the water pump and get the thermostat, might as well put a new water pump on it. Might as well put a new serpentine belt on it while we out there. New air filter it needs. I gotta do. Baby girl not gonna make it. Sad to say. Sad to say.
Yeah.
I want to roll down to Kansas in the truck, which I've never done before. I've never went out of town under the own power of my vehicles because I've had some raggedy vehicles. I've had some decent ones. Yeah, would have went out of town easy. Love that car. You know, your daddy, he got a Grand Dam. I almost want to buy it from him, but then again, I know how that nigga is with cars. So
I know you was really trying to get old Betsy to make it.
I was trying, nigga, but I'm gonna have to put probably another $1,000 into it. So altogether, I spent about $3,000 in the truck. Spent about $3,000, and that includes buying the truck and everything else. But and I need what do you call those things on the front end, Rebecca? You know what I'm talking about. Control arms. I need upper and lower control arm on both sides of the front. That will stiffen up the body roll and the suspension could not be going down the highway. Nigga, I got like hydraulics, nigga. I'll be like, bloop,
bloop. All over the place.
And I need a new driver's seat because the back of the seat broke. You know how them old cars, the back of
the man.
Niggas laying way back here. Nigga, I got to sit up. I'll be like,
So how you gonna get here? Are you gonna fly here or are you gonna catch a train?
I'm a fly, I think, because I mean,
hold on. When did you say it was?
It's November 5th is the concert. I'm coming down the 4th. Only problem I'm having is I can leave out at like 5. I'll get there at like 9 something, 8, 9.
On Sunday?
On Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. But then there's no flights leaving out Monday night, and the earliest flight is Tuesday morning. So.
Really?
Yes. So maybe I will see. How long does it usually take you on the train to get over here?
6 hours.
6 hours?
Yeah.
I may just catch a one-way flight now and then catch the train back. Because if you drop me off that night and they got a train leaving like late, early in the morning, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, you say 6 hours. So if they left at 2, that would be 8, and I'd be late for work. But hopefully, I don't know. I'm gonna check into that because if they got a train leaving at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, shit, I'll hop that mug. 6 hours, catch me some rest. Yeah.
Okay, so I will say this: because I'll get off work till midnight. Then you get off what? You got to be back at work, what, Tuesday morning?
Technically, I work Monday and Tuesday, but I'm going to try to put in for Monday and Tuesday, see if I get it. If not, I'm going to just call off both days. So.
Okay. Because, I mean, I work Monday and Tuesday, and I'm off that Saturday and that Sunday.
Right.
But I work 3:30 to midnight.
Right. Well, I'm going to have Uber money. So now that I know for sure that my truck isn't going to make it, I'm not going to be putting as much money into it before the trip as I was planning on, which would give me the extra money for the hotel fare, airfare, Uber fare, because I might have to catch an Uber somewhere. And so
you depart on November you try to leave right after the concert's over?
Yes, that was the plan. Because either I go to work in the morning at 8, or if I can get to the polls at like 5 in the morning, I can do that. But yeah. So it is.
Okay, so this is the thing.
Yes.
They have a train. It's a 4-hour train. It's $22. But it leaves at 10:25 p.m. and gets back to St. Louis at 2:25 a.m. Tuesday morning. I don't know how long the concert is, but that's the latest train they have.
Right.
That leaves at 10:25.
Right.
But it's $22.
Concert starts at 7. So I imagine by o'clock, he'll probably be wrapping up. It ain't like you going to a Beyonce concert where you in that bitch for like 8 hours.
Yeah, but if it's wrapping up at 10, there's no way you're gonna catch that train because Lawrence, the train station is in Kansas City, Missouri.
Which is like half hour away.
More like 45 minutes from Lawrence to Kansas City,
45
Missouri.
minutes. If I have to, I will book early because I kind of got to get back. So I have the VIP ticket, so I would have already met dude and caught most of the concert. So if I need to book, I'll book. It ain't no big deal.
Because I don't think there's no train stations in Lawrence.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes, Rebecca. So I think our new format, I think we'll try to stick to an hour and a half.
Okay.
And I think we want to shorten it because I think 2.5 hours is too long for most people to sit through.
That's fair.
So
Yeah, man. So we'll see how I roll because I get off work at midnight. So let me see. 12 to 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
hang
9,
out
10,
Sunday.
11, 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 12, 12,
We're
4
gonna
and 8 and 12.
see.
If I leave at 12, then I
Me
would
and
have
Becky gonna hold hands and we gonna skip down the street. I know he gonna be mad.
you ignorant.
Okay.
You ignorant. Never do that again. Never. You ignorant. So it depends on what the weather look like. Because I'm off that weekend. So depending on what the weather look like, I may come to St. Louis that Saturday and leave that Sunday. Because I'm off the first weekend of November.
I'm hitch right with you then, Becky.
So if push comes to shove, depending on what the weather look like, then we'll have to ride back. I'm riding, huh?
I will give you that gas money.
Yeah, come pick you up. Then we'll just drive back. I want to see what the new car gonna do on the road.
Sure, do fine.
I'm sure it'll do fine, but you still gotta take a test drive, see what it's gonna do.
Of course, that's like when you get a new apartment, everybody has a new ritual. Everybody has a ritual that they have to do when they get to an apartment. Some people use incense. Some people stage their apartments. Some people scrub their apartments from head to toe.
Yes, they do.
Even after the people cleaned it, they still scrub the apartment head to toe. Some people smoke. Some people got to take a shot. So, they got to smoke. Shit. What's in the apartment? Every apartment I've had, person did good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it should be make for an interesting weekend. Cause I do gotta work that Saturday, but I ain't gotta worry about it because if I leave like super early in the morning, then if you come down, then I probably car. If I catch the flight or whatever, well, I could catch the train. Could catch the train down there and back, depending. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Uh, yeah. And for the 39th episode of the Socially Conscious St. Louis podcast, I'm King David. We at D Overweight Lover. That is the letter D OVR WIGHTLVR on the Instagram, Facebook, Dave Landrum, King David Landrum, something like that. Anyways, you see this pretty face. And it's my co-host Rebecca, whose new book, Spiritual Awakening, will be dropping soon. I'll let her talk about that. Becky, speak about your new book.
First of all, it's not new. Secondly, the book is called Spiritual Betrayal. But it's okay. It's been a few different names. It's fine.
The Spirit.
That is on now Barnes and Nobles as well as Lulu, LULU.com and Amazon.
How come you didn't tell me the book was out?
Other places. You already shut up. Anyway, so then the next one, I'm almost done with the last installment of that book, and I'm already working on some ideas for 2 other books that I'm writing. So I have a very interesting fight scene that actually happened in real life.
Yeah.
That I have to form. Man, that fight scene was
that
crazy.
time Marcus ran up on Percy.
No, this was one particular time where I was getting ready to fight my cousin's ex-husband on the south side when we lived on Marine. And she had that old rickety um thing that separated the porch from the actual hill to the house. And long story short, the guy that I was dating at the time got stabbed in the head with a screwdriver. All of us fell off the porch and he was tossing people over him so they wouldn't fall on top of him. Like, oh man, it was crazy. I broke like 2 toes, had like a couple gashes in my foot, kind of bounced off the hill, bounced off my cousin, bounced off the car and hit the sidewalk. All of us was covered in blood from head to toe, and we was all at the hospital. I could have swore I told you about this fight, but yeah, we was all at the hospital and nobody was snitch. And the doctors questioned everybody for hours. My cousin's ex-husband, his hand ended up being broke because he punched this thick glass in the door. He's like screwed his hand. Like it was bad. Wow. It was real bad.
I look forward to that book you
like it was real bad.
So, how can the people reach you, Rebecca?
Sure, Lady Q1502, Lady Q1502 on Instagram, Twitter, and I think that's it. And Snapchat, which I rarely use, but whatever. I mean, it's the same thing. And you can always reach me on Facebook or www.creativewritersllc@gmail.com if you have any questions.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna hang up and then I'm gonna call you. Yeah, shit we gotta talk about off the air.
Whatever.
All right, nigga. Bye.
Bye.